All right, hey there everyone. Welcome back to the Cramming East Secondary podcast. And as you can tell, this is our last week of term 1 for 2021. So this will be the last episode before we take a 2-week break. During this time, you may have seen a few highlights being uploaded, so there'll be a few more coming out in the holiday. Per usual, you have me, Mr. L. You have...
Me, Mr. Young, and our special guest.
We have...
Hi, everybody.
We have...
Oh, Miss Buckeridge.
It's been a long day here. It's been a long day, but that's all good.
I'll be Miss Buckeridge.
And I'll be Mr. L. So, we have Miss Buckeridge, who has been our principal for this term, or you may have remembered her as our assistant principal from last year, except for one term when you were instead a famous TV star, weren't you?
For like 30 seconds.
Yeah, I still remember a little bit of this.
Yeah, a little bit of dancing.
Yep.
Yeah, so the story, I guess, with that.
Yeah.
So I was asked to go and take on an acting principal job at a primary school, Cranbourne Park Primary School, which some of our students have got siblings at the school. And yeah, part of that somehow... things went viral and we ended up being asked by Channel 9 and the Today Show to be present during one of their broadcasts.
Because the context was you asked the teachers to upload like a funny video during COVID, wasn't it?
Yeah, so it was about, we'd had an announcement that the students were coming back to school, and so we put together, one of our teachers, our PE teacher at the time, put together an idea of like, let's get everybody to put a video together and make sure that it's like really fun and we're excited because the kids are coming back. So it just kind of grew from there, and then literally it became an overnight sensation.
Yeah.
Was shown to our staff on the Monday night, and the Tuesday morning Neil Mitchell from 3RW called me.
Yeah.
I had to have a radio interview as well in the morning.
Wow, radio star as well.
Yep, I was still in my pajamas when you...
They don't know. They don't know.
And then I was on TV that time. And then a bit later in the day, I got a call from Channel 9. From the people from the Today Show saying, look, we really love the video. We really love the story. Can we interview you? Carl and Ali would love to meet you.
Yeah, I remember that.
They did,
Because one of the things after the primary school's version came out, then over here at the high school, we're like, hey, we really need to step up our game. So I don't know if you remember, Mr. Young, you were in my office last year. Remember how we did a Year 9 one as well?
Yeah.
Yeah, so we had a funny Year 9 one where we even had Miss Werner jumping out of a bin.
Oh, nice.
I need to show you that later, but she jumped out of a bin, so that was pretty
perfect.
funny.
Yeah. Well, I mean, and it was super fun to make because it really brought some... good vibes to the school. Unfortunately, they're coming back to school didn't last for so long. But it was good at the time. Yeah.
Well, like it feels like the most rewarding part is always just making sure kids feel or students feel really welcome and safe and happy. Yeah. And I guess one of the best ways, segue by the way, to do that is through our competitions at like healthy competitions.
Excellent
segue. Thank you.
Yeah.
So as you guys know, as we're recording this, a sports carnival is coming up. We will be competing in houses, and so everyone's got their own house colors. So for me, I'm in Chisholm, and that means I am in orange for the day.
Yep.
All of you.
Me too. I'm in Chisholm
twinning.
too.
Oh, great.
Yep.
Go Parks! Go Parks! Let's get red. We're not, historically, sports-wise, not so much, but everything else, we're good.
I've never been in a team that's the colour's been orange.
Yeah, same.
Yeah, that's a new house colour for me.
Never heard of orange house colour either.
No, so I'm happy, that's all right. Helps with Harmony Day tomorrow.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Already prepared.
Yeah.
Already prepared.
Multi-purpose costumes.
A little bit of orange here and there. So.
Yeah, and I remember when I first found out as a new staff member that I'm in the Red House, I'm like, well, I don't have any red clothing other than Christmas clothing and Chinese New Year clothing. That's it. Because even in high school, I wasn't a red colour, so I had to buy new coloured clothing. Did you have
Just
any?
for the house sport?
Yeah, I had to, yeah.
That's
Did you
good.
guys have any orange clothing beforehand?
No, I have to go out of my way to buy something orange.
I feel like orange is pretty hard to find, isn't
It actually was. I couldn't find it.
I feel like it's very either millennial or Gen Z type of color to wear.
Okay. Yeah.
Like because when you look at like young adult fashion nowadays, I'm not a young adult anymore. I wish.
A lot younger than me, Mr. Young.
You can say I'm
You are
forever young.
an adult.
We all are.
Yeah. Anyway, so a lot of them, they seem to wear like a lot of fluoro orange now. So I think it's it's like trending for them, and it wasn't like a really big color scheme for us.
Yeah.
Which is pretty interesting.
It's true. I saw some fluoro orange things at, places like Supray and things like that, and I thought that's probably not for me and my age group. But yeah, I could see fluoro in there, but just general orange, it's not around. I don't see it much.
But it's good to have it for Harmony Day as well, just like you both said, which is really good.
Yeah. So I guess like what's really interesting is like different schools have different colors. Yeah. So what were the colors that you had in your schools back in your day as a student?
Well, going to a public school, I feel like public schools usually have less houses compared to private schools. Because I've been to a few private schools where there's like 8 houses, if not 12 houses, right?
That was my experience.
Yeah, mine's just 4. And it was just yellow, blue, green, red. And I was in the greenhouse. And our houses were based off of Victorian rivers. So Yarra, Kiwa, Ovens, and I forgot the last one. But yes.
That's good remembering, though. I don't think I can remember mine.
Not
all the names. I know, I'm just trying to
Do you
think
remember what it was based on, at least, though?
Yeah, so I spent 1 year at a public secondary college, so at a high school, and that was similar to what you were saying, red and the plain
Yellow,
colours.
green, blue,
But then I moved to a private school, a girls' school, Toorak College, and at Toorak there were 6 houses, and every house had 2 colours to it.
What?
Yeah, and they were named after previous principals of the college.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, and people who had contributed, to the development and the building of the culture and the actual college itself. So, for instance, I was in the in a house called Serity. She's taking me back, guys. I mean, it's only 10 years ago. But yeah, and it was we were white and blue.
Oh, that's a nice colour scheme.
Yeah, it was really good. And
like
then we
white and blue?
Oh yeah! Yep, stay strong. And so and then so there was other houses like there was
Just the colours will do.
Douglas, I think, was one that was red and yellow, and then there was like another one that was what were they? There was red and yellow, blue and white. There would have been, I think, a red and a green. So it was the combination of those. I think so. You know who'd know? My sister. She remembers stuff like that, but I cannot remember them all. But yeah, there was those combinations of just your standard colours, and so, but house stuff in that private school was huge. It was huge competition. House singing, house music, house maths, house swimming, house everything. Yeah, there was lots of stuff.
Yeah, that's really cool.
Were you the same?
Yeah, we were same. So similar to your school as well, our houses were named after principals.
Right.
And I think there might have been also like the assistant principals as well.
Yeah, I wonder if mine were too, yeah.
And so like, because we had 3 campuses that were in person. 2 of them were like for camps. And then we had 3 actual educational ones. Each one had different housing names.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so we had a blue, red, green, yellow. I think that's like consistent.
It seems pretty standard. Yeah.
And then we had my house, which was Curl, which is the black house.
Curl?
Yeah, Curl. So it's called Curl, which is spelled K-U-R... Wait, no. Yeah, K-U-R-R-L-E.
Oh.
Okay. We had our own like badges as well, like the sigils. So ours was like 2 swans.
Oh wow, you had sigils. Wow.
Yeah, it was
very private school.
It was fancy stuff.
So fancy, so fancy.
Don't worry, we weren't fancy at all. So we had that was Black House. Then we had Orange House, which was for our international students. Oh. So we had a boarding house on campus for Caulfield campus, which was Caulfield Grammar. Yeah. And that was for all the boarders, so they were all put into the same house, which was orange. And then we had, because our principal at that time left, we made a new house for him, and so it was light blue.
Oh.
Yeah, so really interesting colours.
Okay, and how about the house events?
Quite a complex system, though.
Yeah, we had so many house events as well, so like house swimming, house drama. Oh, it was dancing drama.
We had house drama. Yep.
House music, house badminton, soccer, basketball, footy, all of that.
Wow, you literally split the sports up
Yeah,
Yeah.
like it was.
individually.
We didn't go that far
Yeah,
at my
me
school.
neither.
House was like split up, and if we had a house day, the whole day was for that event. Like it wasn't. There was no teaching. It was just the event.
Yeah,
Oh,
right.
wow.
Kind of like what Monday's going to be for us.
Yeah.
Which I'm looking forward to. Yeah, so for me, I mean, there was just a classic public school, so we only had 3, which was your swimming still. You still had your athletics, and we did have house drama as well.
Okay,
Yeah. So, I mean, that's house drama would be something I would really look forward to having here at our school, I reckon.
Be a bit of fun. Now, I remember being involved in it, and it was, it was good fun. And you didn't even have to be good at it. You just had a job, like you were just part of it, and it was a real team spirit kind of thing.
Yeah, just
I'm
like
a tree.
yeah, exactly. I'm tree A, you're tree B. Stand together. Stand together.
And just sing, but if you sing badly, just mouth the words.
Yeah. It's like I'm contributing, but am I really contributing?
No, I mean, there's other stuff, of course. There's like, actual like sound stuff, lighting
Yeah,
stuff,
absolutely.
costumes, right?
Even like just background work, so just making sure like people get on the set at the
Yeah,
right time,
stage managers.
organizing all of that. That is
Yeah.
a lot of teamwork.
A lot
Yeah.
of teamwork. And same for the, house swimming and house aths and stuff, because it was always up to the house captains to run everything, and the teachers were just there to man the events, I guess. But the captains had to actually completely run the entire day of their house, participants getting to and from events and so forth.
Wow.
Yeah.
Was it just a private school thing, but did you guys also have like a massive chant culture for your house?
Yeah, there was a huge chant culture. Yeah.
So like,
We've got spirit. Yes, we do. We've got spirit. How about you?
I was out. I was like,
Yeah, it's true.
there's like a few. It was like,
Yeah.
I don't remember off the top of my head, but it's like, I can't even remember it now. It's
But
like
there's
who
clapping
are we?
involved.
Like there's clapping involved,
Oh.
And
it's
pointing,
like
and you throw it to
pointing,
someone
Yep,
else.
and then like sometimes you give another house a bit of smack.
Yeah.
And then you just say like kind of like boast how good your house is, and it got to a point where it was actually competitive as well. Like the teachers would judge which one was the best chant.
Yeah, and you'd earn extra points for your house.
Yeah.
So
we
that
had the same.
means the chant changes every year then?
Oh, it was like I think it was
Not
like
really.
based on enthusiasm.
Okay, enthusiasm. So the chant's the same, but how enthusiastic you were or how creative you were with it,
Yeah.
that's where your points.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's pretty much how ours went as well.
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't mandatory for our school to have a chant per house,
I
but
just remembered another one.
we definitely remembered that one house took it to that level where they definitely did have a chant, but I don't remember every single house having one.
Right.
Yeah.
And it's kind of like it just went back and forth. The houses all had very similar ones, but they'd throw it, back and forth to each other like, it's your turn, it's our turn. Yeah, we had one about victory.
Yep.
I don't know if you know, it went like VICT, TOTOTORY, victory, victory, that's our cry, or something like that.
Huh.
Yeah, and then there was more. I don't know what the rest was, but that's what I remember. Yeah.
More almost like rap battles of the
Yeah,
old day.
I think rap battles are a bit slightly cooler than what
Yeah.
was going on back then for
Yeah.
me, but
Yeah.
rap battles are a little bit better.
Oh wait, I just remembered it. It was like who are we are somebody, can't you see, can't you guess, we're the team with the house that's best, go house.
Oh, we had that too. We had that one, and that's like
That was like classic.
5 to 20 to 30 years ago that we had that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was only
8 years ago.
recently.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel a little bit left out.
I mean,
Yeah.
Carnival
Yeah.
could organise it.
True. I
You
mean,
could, oh yeah, interesting.
we should bring it up with Mr. Cousins, and
Cousins,
Mr. Churchyard.
Yeah.
It'd be fun.
It would be interesting to see what the chance would be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, I didn't participate myself in the house drama. The only one that I did do though was athletics.
Okay.
I found that swimming was way too much work to get changed.
Oh yeah,
that
and
wasn't
so
me.
much pressure. Everyone watching one person at the same time. Yeah.
So for me, I was being naturally a little bit taller than usual. I just did the long jump. So I didn't know any skills with it. I just ran as fast as I could and just jumped. And usually I was pretty all right.
Made
so
it. Yeah.
long jump, that's what I took part in. But
That's good.
I know this year though, for staff versus students relay, I'll be taking part. Mr. Churchyard has already signed me up. So I have done it
Please
a
make
few
sure you
years ago.
stretch, Miss Leon.
Our
because
will. We have
we know we've had
history.
injuries.
Yes, we have had a history of quite a few teachers being out of action for like 6 weeks on average due to different injuries. So don't worry. I have been doing my stretching because I am an extremely inflexible person. Even my podiatrist says that I'm horrible. I need to stretch more. So have been watching my diet a bit. Have been jogging a bit
just
more.
in preparation for the start?
Yes,
We're
of
like, oh my
course,
goodness.
of course.
That's
These
commitment.
year 12s know me really well. I've had them since year 8. So
That's great.
yeah,
I love it.
I
That's
need to
awesome.
beat them. I need to beat them.
So
Yeah.
this podcast though will go out after the app.
Probably.
Well,
yeah.
I wonder what's going to happen. I wonder what the outcome of this conversation is going to
Yeah.
If you see that the video is uploaded with a lot of nice details and edited really well, it probably means that Mr. L is out of action and injured. So he has more time at home to make the video look nice.
Yeah. Also, if you don't see Mr. L at school, that's a pretty good indicator.
Yeah.
Okay, so
True.
let's hope all
Let's
goes
hope
well.
that doesn't happen.
100 meters. Let's see what I can do in 100 meters. Yeah,
Oh,
I will
pressure.
stretch. Yeah, I
No,
will
do stretch.
Yeah,
Please.
for sure,
Yeah.
for sure. But
Absolutely.
yeah, really looking forward to all the new events. And yeah, I think as Miss Buckeridge said, by the time you're listening to this, you may have already experienced it already.
Yeah.
So if there's any feedback of the event, definitely let Mr. Cousins, Mr. Churchill, even your home group teacher know.
Yeah, for sure.
Maybe there's other things that we can incorporate more into the day.
Because if you're in year 7, you probably don't know that we've never done it like this before. So
Even
we'd
year
love-
8s.
Even
Of
me.
course.
Oh my gosh.
new teachers,
Yeah.
year 8s who we didn't have an Aths day because it got
Yeah,
cancelled.
exactly.
So that really only year 9, 10, 11 and 12 would know what it used to be like and how it's going to be different this time.
I'm trying to remember even from 2 years ago, was it a rainy day if we had to cancel? I don't
No, we didn't have to
remember.
cancel. We were definitely there. At Casey Fields. Yeah, because
Yeah.
I've been to a couple now. So
yeah.
we definitely had it. But last year's one obviously didn't go ahead. So hopefully the weather will be nicer than this rainy stuff we've got going on right now.
Yeah, I mean, forecast-wise, it seems pretty okay.
Good.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Looking forward to it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Have you got your costumes all sorted out? Are you doing it together with the other teachers?
Yeah, we're
Look at-
doing it with other teachers.
Blew it.
I won't blow mine. Don't worry.
No,
I
no.
won't blow mine.
Should I tell that story?
Oh,
If
you
you're
can-
comfortable to.
I'll tell it.
Yeah.
But I'm not going to tell all the details. So, guys, maybe on Monday night at a whole school staff meeting, teachers go through a little bit of a process to choose what they're going to wear as a house theme. And I may or may not have blown the secret of what Chisholm teachers
Yeah.
were going to be wearing. I'm saying nothing else except for whoopsie.
But the reaction of the staff members, that was the funny part. Everyone was like,
Yeah, I know. I did send an email of an apology later. Did you get
Yeah,
that
I got
email?
that.
Oh, really? Did you?
But
I
to be
felt
honest,
terrible.
I just sat there. I was like, wait, it was a secret.
But that's why I was like, why is everybody going? Oh, I didn't know it was a secret. And then everybody was like, no, that was a secret.
It is a big deal. It is a big deal.
Anyway,
Yeah.
couldn't take it back. It had fallen out. So
Yeah.
whoopsie. Anyway, everybody will know by now when they see this what we all went as because I
Yeah.
don't think we're changing it, are we?
I don't think we are.
Yeah, I think I'll just wear normal red. I don't think I'll take part just because of the running. I think if I was to take part,
No, wear your
you
costume.
if I
have
was
to
to
wear
wear my
your
costume,
costume.
if I was to wear my costume,
You're going to be advantaged
it
if you
will
don't.
take a while to take off.
Don't
Well,
take it off
I
then.
reckon you should just do it in the costume. I don't even know what the
I'm
costume
too
is.
competitive. I need the flexibility to beat the kids.
Take your skins ready to change into when out of the.
Unless I run like this. That's all I'm gonna say.
I'll be there filming. Don't worry.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nah, I'm going.
Yeah.
After all this training, I'm going serious. I'm gonna beat these year 12s. Maybe next year. Maybe next year, the year
Oh,
11s.
that's
I'm like,
funny.
yeah, whatever. But this year, nah.
No, you're going. All right. Taking it very seriously.
Yeah,
Very
definitely.
competitive.
Yeah. Have you been timing your 100-meter sprints?
Yes, I have.
It's
I
really
have.
serious now.
Yeah, I have. So, at the moment, I'm sitting on 16 seconds, but I want to make it a bit faster. I reckon I can do 14 at least. Yeah.
Usain Bolt hit what, like 9 seconds or something?
Yeah,
didn't he?
something like that.
You got a bit further to go.
Yeah, I
Just a
mean,
smidge.
we are recording this on the Wednesday.
Oh
so
yeah, you've got plenty of time
Thursday,
to train.
Friday,
Yep.
Saturday, Sunday.
True.
Yeah,
Yeah.
doable. Yeah.
That's funny.
Yeah.
A lot of pressure.
Oh, definitely. So let's see what happens. I mean, yeah, as long as I just don't injure myself. That's the main thing. I have fun and I don't injure myself. Yeah.
Fine.
That is
Yeah.
Yeah.
that is a bit of
understand.
a priority.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did we all have a favorite house activity that we had as a growing up?
Do you have any examples? What do you mean by favorite house
Oh,
activity?
okay. So mine was probably house music.
Oh,
Because
okay.
I used to be a music nerd, like a really big music nerd. So like I'd go to all the orchestra activities, extracurricular orchestras, bands, and then I really loved house music. The only thing was it was just purely singing.
Oh.
So for us, it was purely singing, but if we took part of the extra part, which at the end, so it's house singing, and then a small ensemble, house ensemble. That's the music where you get to play instruments. That was the part I loved.
Right.
Yeah, so do we have something we loved about our old house events?
I mean, I was a music nerd as well, but we didn't have house music. So unfortunately, no. Yeah. I mean, just athletics. That's the only one that took part in. So yeah.
I liked the atmosphere of House Swimming Day. It seemed to have a really good
Yep.
pumping atmosphere.
Yeah.
But I probably preferred being able to watch the house drama or house music.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's probably the one, or be in it. Because the more people you had in it, the more points you got.
Yes.
But
always.
I wasn't super enthusiastic either. But I was happy to watch.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I probably,
Yeah. It's always like, it gets to house music and it's always the people who are just not too confident and they're like, oh, I don't want to sing. But then it's like so rewarding when everyone engages in it. And it's just really good to see those select people in your year level who you know that will not sing and they get up and actually do sing. And it's like, yes, thank you.
Kind of like open mic here.
Yeah.
When we have open mic, some people who get up who you never knew could sing or perform like that, and you, it's amazing.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
just
mean,
blows your mind.
definitely props and hats off to the students that take part, but even the teachers that have decided to, take some time out of their own schedule to run it. Because I remember the first few years I was here, there was no such thing as open mic. And I remember doing it in my old high school. I'm like, man, it's something that you guys should do. And so finally it's got up and running and now it's really popular.
Yeah,
But
we haven't done it this term.
Yeah.
I think there's been a little bit of concern still with COVID and bringing, people. We've just got to meet the right, the guidelines. But who's to say? Yeah, I think it will come back. So I hope it comes back.
Yeah, I mean the restrictions are easing on.
Yeah, absolutely.
Friday, which would have already eased by the time you're listening to this.
No more masks, in shopping
no more
centres.
masks in shopping centres, just public transport for students. But yeah, I think now's a good time to even just as we're talking about what's happened so far this year, maybe have a think about even this term. Do we have any highlights about any amazing things that you can think back of, whether it's in your roles or in the classroom or anything around the school that you're thinking back, you know what, that was a great thing that happened in term one for our school. Anything, Mr. Yong? Would you like me to go first?
Okay, so for me, because I took on that the STEM leader role, if you don't know, I'm the STEM leader for this year.
Yep.
And sending the STEM students into KC Tech School has been my biggest highlight. Just seeing roughly 60-something kids and seeing all of them fully engaged, making their own projects, having kids make stuff using virtual reality, 3D printing, all of that. Just seeing that has been amazing.
Yeah,
So, that was my highlight.
That's fantastic. My highlight, well, it's been a lot. It's actually hard to narrow it down to just maybe one or two, but one of the, I've got two, can I do two?
Sure.
Okay, so one highlight has been, was the African drumming. So Todd, our youth worker, organised the African drumming and that just blew me away. That's been, that was awesome to come out and listen to and see that everybody was participating. Actually, I've got three, okay?
Sure,
okay.
definitely. We've got time.
Okay, great. Another one was something that I just can't believe that is evolving in our college at the moment and will continue to evolve, but has been a highlight for me has been the 4 C's all come together. And I know by the time people watch this, we would have seen Harmony Day Assembly, but I'm really excited for that for tomorrow. And I'm just super proud of what those students are doing, coming together, leading each other and creating such camaraderie. So that's a highlight. And I guess one of the other highlights for me has been watching everybody come back from last year, which was such a hugely different year to anything we've ever experienced, and seeing our new year sevens come in, and the way in which people are just trying their best to get through probably a really difficult term, teachers and students and families, to get back in the swing of it. But everybody's approached it so positively. I'm so proud of what these guys out here, our students, are achieving, and the work that's been put in by them and also our staff to get things back to some kind of normal.
Yeah.
So that's been a huge highlight for me.
Yeah. I mean, it definitely feels quite normal. I mean, when I still listen to world news and hear about, like America's only just started going back, and I can't imagine what it would be like, but we've been pretty comfortable because we locked down so hard last year, but now we're reaping the benefits, I feel like.
And it was difficult.
Definitely was.
It was difficult, but look at where we are. We've got now these freedoms, and we get to go to Carlton Collingwood matches,
exactly.
go and watch the footy, and so that how awesome is that's not happening around the world. So,
exactly. I think my highlight would be every Thursday lunchtime, just the club activity that I run. It's been evolving like a lot.
Is that still Magic Club?
Not Magic Club anymore.
Okay.
So Magic Club, the interest in Magic did dwindle. We ended up with only let's say 3 or 4 kids per session. So I'm like, you know what, maybe let's try something new.
Yeah.
What if we did like Nintendo Switch? So the thing was, it was actually started by one of our ex-Year 12 students. So he was Year 12 last year. And then as he was graduating, he was like, you know what, I really want to make my mark on the school. How about if I start up this new club? Now his younger brother is in Year 10. So now he's kind of like my leading person, and I think the best thing I love about the club is that, and I've told the kids there at the club before, it's like I can just go in, relax, eat my lunches supervised, and they look after themselves, they look after each other, right?
Yeah.
They, like the moment the music goes, I don't even need to tell them, they're instantly packing up. The whole room looks like even better than it was before, because they see the floor, if it's got rubbish and stuff, they have the mindset of, oh, we don't want the next teacher thinking that it's us that's done this. So they clean up the whole room, tables all rearranged, and they're all really nice to each other, but competitive, but very nice to each other.
Yeah,
so,
competition's good.
Yeah.
But how respectful is that? That's amazing.
So I think, if you have any ideas, definitely bring it up with a teacher.
Is it called the Nintendo Switch Club? Or what's it called? Yeah.
So it is called the Nintendo Switch Club. It used to be called the Super Smash Brothers Club, which was the only game that we did play last year.
Okay.
And then we're like, you know what, let's evolve it to just all Nintendo Switch stuff.
Yeah, right.
And now it's evolving even more again, where people are bringing like other old Nintendo consoles in, and then so they're hooking it up themselves, and it's just great because I see the different year levels interacting with each other that they normally don't get to, and even kids that don't share the same class, they remember each other's names. Hey, why don't we continue from where we were last week? And they keep playing, and then people,
That's awesome.
I love it. I absolutely love that club. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
That's great.
Cool. All right. So this comes to our final watch list section for term 1. Watch list. Ooh.
Right.
What do we have as suggestions?
Going into the term 1 holidays, they're going to have a bit of time, I guess, to watch some different things, aren't they?
Definitely. Any suggestions?
How about you guys go first?
Sure, no problem. I'm still trying to think of mine as well.
For mine, so I started watching a new Korean drama, of course, and it's called True Beauty. It's basically, so it starts off feeling a little bit like it's very vain and stuff. So it's like this young lady who's been a bit mistreated at school because of her appearance, and then she's using that experience to help her start to find her own identity. So that's the whole idea of True Beauty. So
That's
first, like at start, it's kind of more superficial, where she's kind of just trying to build up her confidence. But then as it gets to the end of the show, you kind of see her transform into someone who's started to really appreciate herself, really understand her true worth and how she can impact society and use her passions to help her grow. And I found that a really...
What did you say it was called?
True Beauty.
True Beauty.
So like it's more comedic because she's trying to hide herself a bit, like it's a secret, but then she always like has to do things to like not get caught for her makeup basically. And then she's just having like, it's just really fun to watch the events of her and someone who, if you don't want spoilers, just mute this part, who
Don't give too much away.
Okay.
who knows what she looks like.
What she truly looks like.
And he's just kind of making fun of her trying to hide it away when he really appreciates what she's like as a person.
Cool.
That's good.
I've switched genres recently. I've always been interested in this genre, but never had time to really delve too deep into it, which is like murder mysteries.
Ooh.
So on Netflix, there is something called, I think, True Crime, the disappearance at the Cecil Hotel. So it's a true story from like around 2013 when there was a Asian lady from Canada, 21 years old, traveled to America just to want to visit, and then she suddenly disappears. And then so what happened is all these internet web sleuths went online to try and solve the mystery. And because the LAPD at the time, all they were able to find from the hotel was just this one footage from the elevator. And it was just weird. She just acted really weird. So there's all these theories about what may have happened to her. I mean, eventually they did find out what happened to her, but no spoilers. But they still don't know like how it happened. They just know the outcome. Okay, we've found, but they don't know how it ended up there. So yeah, murder mystery. It's like 4 episodes, I think, of 1 hour each, something like that. So
Interesting.
yeah, that's what I've been watching.
Okay, so my interest goes a little bit between things that I've maybe watched in the past, like just fun comedy TV shows and so forth. So I'm pretty obsessed with Friends.
Yeah.
Right? Yep. Well done. And I know a lot about. I even visited the Friends set in LA.
you?
Yeah, so that was exciting. But so I would always recommend that for anyone to watch that, even just to have on and just feel good,
Yeah.
But some of the things I've been getting into on Netflix at the moment are a lot of documentaries. So there's been some around like 90s rap kind of R&B stories, so the story of Dr. Dre and Jimmy Iovine, and then there's another one about Eazy-E and where they all came from, and Ice Cube and everything. So that is an era that I grew up in with that music, and so I've been sort of tracing that back and listening. I can't think of the names of the exact documentaries off the top of my head. Oh, there's definitely just recently the one with the Notorious B.I.G.
That's the one I remember seeing trending.
So I'm getting into that at the moment, and about Biggie Smalls and his journey and where he's come. Well, he's no longer with us, but his life story. So those documentaries I think are really interesting, particularly if I grew up then. So I go, I remember that story, or I remember that, and So and then I guess some corny stuff like going back and watching Glee as well, things like that. I would always recommend that to make you feel good.
Of course.
Well, you did say your favorite part, like one of your favorite things about house events was watching the house singing, so that's in really well.
Yeah.
That's exactly right. I just love the stories though in Glee.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's awesome. But anyway, so if you haven't watched that, everybody, Glee's a good one.
Would you say that's where some of the inspiration for some of those dance moves came from?
Yeah.
I was going to bring it up one more time just before we finish
just
today.
As a closer,
Yeah. I was going
I learned all my moves, Mr. Yeah, I learned them all, Mr. Long, from Glee. Yeah, that's correct.
One giant loop from the start, back at the end.
Full circle.
Classic.
Cool.
Yeah.
All right. Thanks for listening today. We hope you've had a great term 1. We are looking forward to seeing you back again at term 2.
Absolutely.
Look forward to a whole bunch of other stuff happening throughout the year.
Hope the Easter Bunny comes too, because Easter's coming up.
Definitely. Yeah. The holidays. Yep.
Yeah.
I'm having a lot of chocolate.
Yeah.
You're gonna eat a lot of chocolate. I think I will too.
Yeah. I mean, looking ahead, I can think of like all these city experiences, market days, formals, all these.
So
many great things coming up. So
camps.
Yeah.
Yeah,
heaps of camps.
Lots of camps
we can go on
up.
camps. How cool is that?
Yeah, we can go on interstate camps now.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, at this point, that's the way it's looking. So that's exciting for Northern Territory and so forth.
That's great.
That'll be
forward to
really
that.
good.
So I mean, definitely keep tuning in to us after our break, and you can hear more of our reflections on all these events coming up and anything that you want us to talk about as well. But until then, thank you so much again, Miss Buckeridge.
No worries. Thanks for popping into my office.
No problem. As you can tell, it's her office.
Good to see you. Yeah.
Oh, I feel like we're going to get a lot of hate for this episode then. A lot of thumbs
I've
down.
got a few more things around here if you want to actually have a really good look at my Carlton stuff.
Oh, cool.
Go Baggers.
Well, good luck to Carlton.
Yes, thank you. We need it.
And let's see what happens over the holidays. But we'll see you all again back next term. All right. Bye, everyone.